What's up there, Misfits? Welcome to Pages of Ascension. Of course, welcome back if you've been hanging out with me here for a little while, okay? So this is the Shadowscope reading for the sign of Libra, all right? So a little disclaimer before we get too far into this, and that is because these are Shadowscopes, shadow readings, that is the energy it does tend to focus on. So sometimes in these readings, you can have sensitive topics or themes, or even sometimes things that are triggering, that can pop up. All right, so if you are not currently in a place where you can handle that type of information, I would suggest saving this video for another time. Okay, you can find it in the Libra playlist whenever you're ready to watch it. Okay. So let's go over the other fine print, okay? So I am an adult. I do use adult language. If that's something that you are uncomfortable with, this is a good time to exit stage left, okay? It means I'm probably not the reader for you. Plenty of, really kick-ass people here on YouTube. I am sure you can find someone who uses the language that you prefer, okay? No hard feelings. Now, as far as pronouns are concerned, please go with what you resonate as, okay? This is an inclusive channel. And, excuse me, last but not least, if you are looking for a personal reading, you can head to that website that's on your screen. It'll take you to POACreator.com. Go ahead and poke around there and see if there's anything that strikes your fancy, and if so, holla at your girl, all right? All right, we've got our cards, and it came out anyway. Okay, lots of communication for you, Libra. Yikes. Okay. We're dealing with some heartbreak here, and the balancing of your emotions after that heartbreak. I do feel like this is definitely the ending of some type of situation. Some of you actually might be talking to either your mother or a mother figure about this particular heartbreak, okay? I don't know quite yet if this is, like, in what area of life this is. So, hang out with me. We'll go over that. So let's go ahead and look at your theme that we've got going on. Worlds within worlds. Goodness gracious. This is a really weird day for readings. I'm just going to throw that out there. So the Worlds Within Worlds cards is very... it's a card that's very... This is someone who can peer into the ether, okay? We could literally be talking about someone who is a psychic, a tarot card reader, or just someone who's unusually sensitive to energy changes around them. We could be talking about an empath, okay? And I feel like this you're taking this particular heartbreak very, very hard, okay? So we've got Four of Cups. We've got, hold on, Eight of Swords, okay? We've got the Queen of Pentacles, and that came out with the Three of Swords, all right? Your bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords. So like I said, a lot of communication. You might be a combination of earth and air, Libra. So some heavy earth placements in your chart somewhere. So yeah, I feel like it's like you made a choice, and it's almost like you regret doing whatever it is that you did, and now you're basically trapped in your head about how to navigate your way out of this, okay? And it's possible that whatever you did resulted in someone's heart getting broken, and that may not have been your intention, but that's what happened, okay? So it's kind of coming to terms with that guilt, if that makes sense, okay? And before you get mad, remember this is a general reading. It does not have to resonate with you, okay? So I want to look at your let's look at your clarifying cards here and see what else we can pick up. Can I get one for the Four of Cups, please? You give me 3. It's not funny. Adjudication. Why does this card keep coming up? Family room. Mature man. Wow. Okay, so we literally could be talking about like something happening within your own family, or we could be talking about whatever you did affecting someone's family and forcing them to go to court over it. Wow. Okay. Let's move on. Ooh, this is tough. This is tough. The energy that I'm picking up is someone who was not thinking about the actions, the reactions to their actions, okay? So you might have seen something that you wanted or a person that you wanted, and you didn't really take into account how many other things would be affected if you pursued that or pursued them. For some of you, we could literally be talking about spell work, okay? That's crazy. That type of stuff doesn't really come up in my readings so much, so I'm really surprised that it's coming up in this one. Yeah, this is having some direct effect on a child. Okay, and that's what you're up in your head about. It's like you might have been trying to get to someone, do something, try and get your way in some way against one person, but the ripple effects of that is that it has affected their child or their children, okay? A child came out with distant horizons. So, I mean, it's possible because of whatever this is that this child is actually being, like, full-on taken out of the home, okay? Holy crap. Okay, there's the poverty card that kept trying to pop out. And toil and labor. So we have poverty and unexpected income. So for some of you, you might have gotten yourself into some financial, legal trouble as a result of this kind of like kickback. Like for those of you specifically, if you did some type of spell work or something like that, this is kickback, the financial issue. And it's like you get some kind of saving grace here from this Queen of Pentacles, whoever this person is, whoever you're sharing this heartbreak with. Okay, it's almost like they kind of back you up and save the day at the final hour, if you will. For some of you, this isn't quite as sinister as I'm picking up. For some of you, this is just a matter of like you not having the necessary funds that you need to be able to take care of your child. You're even possibly looking to move to get into a better situation so that you can do that. And this Queen of Pentacles is in some way offering you an out, you know, to be able to do that. I do feel like if you're going up against someone in family court, the father of this child is older than you, okay? And yeah, this is literally heartbreaking to even read, but that's what you're in your head about, you know, you and your child having to move, if you should move, if you're gonna, how are you gonna afford that? And if you can't afford that, how are you gonna continue to make money in a different place to make sure that you can provide the best life for this child? And somehow this Queen of Pentacles is kind of I would say almost an angel, like that just kind of comes out of nowhere and helps you to get the funds that you need, whether they loan them to you or they give you some type of clue as to where to go or what to invest in so you get that money, okay? But I do see unexpected income coming in for you. So that's definitely this is definitely the shadow side of the reading that I did for you. Excuse me. Last month I think it was called It's Raining Money, like just money coming out of nowhere. I feel like this is like the prequel to that. Okay. Um yeah, some of you are just really really hard up right now, and trying to figure out how to make it work. You know, trying to come to the decision that maybe it's time to move for the best of my child. But for some of you, you almost might be held up in court by whoever this mature man is, okay? Whether this is the father of that child or like the grandfather or something like that. Someone who feels like they have a say in how you're raising your child, okay? So, let's look at where this puts you on your path of ascension in dealing with this. It says discover your superpower, access 100% of your mojo. So this reminds me a lot of the strength card, in that you have much more fortitude than you even realize to navigate this. But at this time, because you're stuck in this Eight of Wands energy, you're not seeing it. And I feel like this Queen of Pentacles, whoever this energy is, this person, and I do feel like it's a person, this person is just going to enlighten you to something. I mean, it could be just as simple as, you know, you going to them with what's going on and in essence pouring your heart out, and they just give you that pep talk that you need to like get the batteries back up and fully charged, okay? But you have much more strength to get through this than you think, okay? I can't say for sure, based on what I'm seeing here, whether this mature man is able to get away with anything, whether they end up winning this case in court. It's not showing me that. But what I am seeing is that there is a lesson for you in this, and that's to learning to balance your emotions, okay? As you navigate through this, and not to let your head get in front of, get ahead of you, okay? So, the suggested shadow work for you for this season, seriously right now, with the knives in the freaking back. Okay, so it's the Atonement card. Okay, here's where it really gets tough. So, Libra, there may have been something that you have done. Okay, don't get mad at me, I'm just the messenger, okay? But the Atonement card talks about taking responsibility for something that you screwed up on, something that you didn't do, okay? Or even not doing something that you were supposed to do, okay? And I feel like that's why this is playing out in court. Now, I don't know, this could be something as simple as you didn't keep track of a really important appointment for you or for your kid, or you forgot a bill, you know, forgot your electric bill a couple months in a row and they turned it off, or didn't pay the right amount. I mean, it could literally be anything, but typically the Atonement card stands for karma, okay? And we gain karma when we don't do right, okay? When we make bad decisions that affect other people in negative ways, okay? It's like dharma is your blessing, karma is your lesson, okay? And there is a lesson in all of this for you. Otherwise, this card wouldn't be coming up. All right. The Atonement card can also stand for the need to walk away, which I do feel like that's something that you were considering here with this Distant Horizons card, that maybe it's just time to pack up shop and move somewhere else, that you'll just have a little bit better luck somewhere else, okay? But ultimately, what this card talks about is sometimes you just have to let things go. You know, even if this person, this mature male, is keeping you in court and it's literally just to spite you, but for no other reason, you're gonna have to dig really deep and find it in your heart to just let it go. Forgive them and let it go. Okay? Because ultimately this is happening because there is some lesson that you needed to learn in this process. Okay. I'm going to look at the timing for you and see what pops up. I do want to say for some of you, this is the ripples of the ripple effect of some type of spell that you did. But for those of you who are not into that kind of thing, that doesn't apply to you. This is a matter of just literally atoning for your karma, taking responsibility for your karma. It may not have even been anything that you did in this lifetime, okay? Everybody has their karma to play in every single lifetime. And that actually goes with the Dark Knight reading. Interestingly enough, it connects very deeply to that Dark Knight reading that will be coming out this coming Sunday, okay? So if this is hitting hard for you, this is resonating, I would suggest watching that reading because there may be some more information in there for you, okay? So let's look at your timing. It's interesting because there's a whole like stack of cards that basically came out for you. So hold on your horses, okay? We've got the waxing moon. Energy is gaining momentum. So this is about to come to its apex, whatever this is, okay? And then your south node saying, don't let your past hold you back. Okay, so again, this could have been whether this time or a previous lifetime, okay? Considering that we've got world within world, that's a very, very psychic card. So for some of you, you're aware of something you did in a previous lifetime. This could be atonement for that, okay? If this is something that happened in this lifetime, something that happened in the past, but you're no longer that person, you know? It doesn't mean you have to let it hold you back, okay? The next card we have is what do you need to release? And then we have the disseminating moon, which is take time to breathe out. And what's interesting is that that is the opposite of this card, of the atonement card. I want to say this is like the first quarter moon. Hold on, let me actually look. Waning gibbous, excuse me. Okay, it represents depression as well. All right, but it's the exact opposite. So waxing gibbous? I don't think that's the right term, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. So the timing would be in between these two. Okay, between the waning moon and the disseminating moon specifically, but coming to its full on conclusion, which your last card here, which is full moon eclipse. And I know we're heading into eclipse season here as soon as we hit November. So I do feel like this is something that's going to hit pretty hard the month of November for you. Okay, and you may start to see something going on coming to the head during eclipse season, okay, this winter. So conclusions are within reach. It's almost over. It's almost over, but you know, if you're in the wrong, admit that you're in the wrong. Even if you can't admit it out loud to anyone else, at least admit it to yourself. Admit it to the divine, you know, your guides. Ask them for help to navigate through this, okay? They're supporting you. I'm picking up someone who is incredibly tapped in. Okay, so I don't feel like any of this is new to you. All right, but you can get through this. You'll get through this, okay? You got to do the work. All right, so we're going to go ahead and call that here. I hope this helped in some way, Libra. I really do. If it did, don't forget to like and share. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. So you do have a regular reading that is coming out here in just a little while. So I do hope I see you over there. And once again, I want to reiterate, if this reading hits home, please check out that Dark Knight reading. It's dropping this Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay. So yeah, with that, your peace is your power, and I'll see you next time. Okay. Bye.